Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Revised K-12 Curriculum, Math, Grade 5. Quarter 3, Lesson 4. Our topic for today is about theoretical probability. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competencies and objectives. First, describe probability as a measure of the chance of an event occurring. Second, calculate the theoretical probability of a simple event by listing all possible outcomes. Content: calculating the theoretical probability of simple events by listing all possible outcomes. Describe the chance of an event to occur during the level of certainty in the probability line. Day 1 to 2. Let's have a short review. For our review, we will divide the class into 2 groups. I will be showing the class a fraction, and all you have to do is to reduce the given fractions to their lowest term. For us to identify which group will answer, we will leave it to chance. We will roll a colored dice, and if the dice rolls to blue or green, the first group will answer. However, if the dice rolls to a different color, the second group will answer. Number 1, 2/4. Answer, 1/2. Number 2, 4/12. Answer, 1/3. 3, 10/15. Answer, 2/3. 4, 12/18. Answer, 2/3. 5, 12/20. Answer, 3/5. In our review, we identified which group would answer purely by chance by rolling our colored dice. However, despite not rolling the dice, we'll be able to determine who among your groups will answer most of the questions. Are there also instances in your daily life when you tried to guess how likely an event will likely to happen? In mathematics, 2 notable mathematicians, namely Blaise Pascal and Pierre de Fermat, had established the foundation on this study of chance. This mathematics of chance is called probability. Probability is the measure of how likely or unlikely an event is to occur from an experiment. An experiment is any activity that involves chance and in which the result is observed. An event is a set of one or more outcomes of an experiment. An outcome is a possible result of an experiment. In conducting an experiment, we often have a result that we want to get, just like wanting to get a tail in a toss coin. This desired result is called a favorable outcome. On the other hand, not all probabilities can be known by actually conducting an experiment. Just like in our activity, we can determine which group will most likely answer most of our questions without actually rolling the dice. This type of probability is called a theoretical probability. Theoretical probability tells us what is expected or likely to happen in an experiment even without conducting it. Subtopic number 1. Calculating the theoretical probability of some simple real-life events that have two or more outcomes. Let's read. Ethan bought assorted kakanin from a local store. The package contains 3 bibingka, 4 puto, and 5 kutsinta. He wanted to know the probability of him getting a kutsinta from the package without looking. Let us help him determine his chance of getting kutsinta. To find the theoretical probability of him getting a kutsinta from the package, we can use this formula. Probability of an event equals number of favorable outcomes over number of all possible outcomes. First, to find the theoretical probability of him getting a kutsinta from the package, we need to identify all the possible outcomes from the experiment if conducted once. Since there are 3 bibingka, 4 puto, and 5 kutsinta, the possible outcomes can be listed as follows. Bibingka, 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 puto, 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 kutsinta, 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 kutsinta. From this list, we can say that there are 12 possible outcomes. Next, using the list of all possible outcomes, we need to identify the number of favorable outcomes. Ethan wanted to get kutsinta. Therefore, we need to count how many kutsinta appear in the list of all possible outcomes. By counting, we can say that there are 5 favorable outcomes. Since we now know the number of all possible outcomes and the number of favorable outcomes, we can go back to our formula and substitute these values. Using the formula, probability of an event equals number of favorable outcomes over number of all possible outcomes. Probability of an event equals 5 over 12. Therefore, theoretically, the probability of Ethan getting a kutsinta is 5 over 12, or simply read as 5 out of 12. Now, let us try to determine the probability of Ethan getting a puto. Since we already listed and have known the number of all possible outcomes, let us just count the number of favorable outcomes. From the list, we can say that there are 4 favorable outcomes. Since we already know the number of all possible outcomes and the number of favorable outcomes, let us substitute them back to the formula. Let's use the same formula. Probability of an event, 4 over 12 or 1/3. Therefore, theoretically, the probability of Ethan getting a puto is 1/3, or simply read as 1 out of 3. From what we did, we can generate these general steps for us to easily compute the theoretical probability of a simple event. Step 1. List and count all the possible outcomes of the given experiment. Step 2. From the list, count the number of favorable outcomes. Step 3. Write the probability of the event to occur as a fraction using the formula. Step 4. Reduce the fraction in lowest term if possible. More examples. Theoretical probability of tossing a coin. In tossing a fair coin once, find the probability that the coin will land on heads. Following the steps that generalized earlier, First, let us list and count all the possible outcomes. Since it is a fair coin, then the possible outcome is only either head or tail. From this, we can say that there are only two possible outcomes. Next, let us identify the number of favorable outcomes. Since we wanted the coin to land on hands, we just have to count how many heads are there in the total possible outcomes. From the list, we can say that there is only one favorable outcome. Since we now know the total number of possible outcomes and the number of favorable outcomes, we can now substitute these values to our formula. Using the formula, probability of an event equals number of favorable outcomes over number of all possible outcomes. 1/2 is the answer. Therefore, theoretically, the probability of the icon to land on heads is 1/2 or 1 out of 2. More examples. Theoretical probability of rolling a die. In rolling a die once, what is the probability of getting a 3? First, let us list and count all the possible outcomes since it is a dice. The possible outcomes when we roll it are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. From this list, we can say that there are only 6 possible outcomes. Next, let us identify the number of favorable outcomes. Since we wanted to get 3, we just have to count how many 3s are there in the total possible outcomes. From the list, we can say that there is only one favorable outcome. Since we now know the total number of possible outcomes and the number of favorable outcomes, we can now substitute these values to our formula. Using the formula, probability of an event equals 1/6. Therefore, theoretically, the probability of us getting a 3 in rolling a die is 1/6 or 1 out of 6. More examples. Theoretical probability of drawing a card from a deck of alphabet cards. In an alphabet card that consists of all 26 letters of the English alphabet, what is the probability of drawing a vowel? First, let us list and count all the possible outcomes. Since it is an alphabet card that contains all the letters of the English alphabet, then all the possible outcomes are A to Z. From this list, we can say that there are only 26 possible outcomes. Next, let us identify the number of favorable outcomes. Since we wanted to draw a vowel, let us count how many vowels are there in the list of all possible outcomes. From the list, we can say that there are only 5 favorable outcomes, which are A, E, I, O, and U. Since we now know the total number of possible outcomes and the number of favorable outcomes, we can now substitute these values to our formula. Using the formula, probability of an event is equal to 5 over 26. Therefore, theoretically, the probability of drawing a vowel from the deck of an alphabet card is 5 over 26 or 5 out of 26. More examples. Theoretical probability of drawing a card from a deck of number cards. In a number card with counting numbers from 1 up to 20, what is the probability of drawing a number that is divisible by 5? First, let us list and count all the possible outcomes. Since it is a number card that contains all counting numbers from 1 to 20, then all the possible outcomes are 1 to 20. From the list, we can say that there are only 20 possible outcomes. Next, let us identify the number of favorable outcomes. Since we wanted to draw a number that is divisible by 5, let us count how many numbers are there from 1 to 20 that are divisible by 5. From the list, we can say that there are only 4 favorable outcomes, which are 5, 10, 15, and 20. Since we now know the total number of possible outcomes and the number of favorable outcomes, we can now substitute these values to our formula. Using the formula, probability of an event, 4 over 20 or 1/5. Therefore, theoretically, the probability of drawing a number that is divisible by 5 from the deck of a number cards with counting numbers from 1 to 20 is 1/5 or 1 out of 5. More examples. Theoretical probability of real-life simple events. The school organized a bazaar where students can sell products. One booth sells cookies stored in a jar. Each jar contains 5 chocolate chip cookies, 4 glazed cookies, and 7 butter cookies. What is the probability of getting a glazed cookie when getting a cookie from the jar without looking? First, let us list and count all the possible outcomes by listing down all possible results. Chocolate chip, glazed cookie, butter cookies. From the list, we can say that there are only 16 possible outcomes. Next, let us identify the number of favorable outcomes. Since we wanted to just take the probability of getting a glazed cookie, let us count how many glazed cookies are there in the list of all possible outcomes. From the list, we can say that there are only 4 favorable outcomes. Since we now know the total number of possible outcomes and the number of favorable outcomes, we can now substitute these values to our formula. Using the formula, probability of an event equals 4 over 16 or 1/4. Therefore, theoretically, the probability of getting a glazed cookie from the jar is 1/4 or 1 out of 4. Questions 1. In tossing a fair cone, what is the probability of getting a tail? Answer: 1/2. 2. In rolling a fair dice, what is the probability of getting a number less than 4? Answer: 3/6 or 1/2. 3. In drawing from a deck of an alphabet card, what is the probability of getting the first 8 letters of the alphabet? Answer: 8 over 26 or 4/13. 4. In drawing from a deck of a number card, what is the probability of getting a number that is divisible by 3? Answer: 6 over 20 or 3/10. 5. A farmer harvested some fruits from his farm. He harvested 6 mangoes, 8 santol, and 4 dalandan and kept them inside his basket. A boy child approached the farmer and asked for 1 fruit. The farmer agreed and let the child take 1 fruit from the basket without looking. What is the probability that the child will get santol? Answer: 8 over 18 or 4/9. Lesson activity number 1. Calculating theoretical probability. A. Calculate the theoretical probability of the following event to occur by listing all possible outcomes. 4 points each. 1. Getting an odd number in rolling a fair dice. Answer: 1 to 6, 1, 3, 5, and probability of the event 3, 6, or 1/2. 2. Getting an even number that is higher than 3 in rolling a fair dice. Answer: 1 to 6, 4, and 6. Probability of the event 2/6 or 1/3. 3. Getting a letter that comes after R in drawing a card from a deck of alphabet cards. Answer: A to Z, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Probability of the event 8/26 or 4/13. 4. Getting a number that is a multiple of 4 in a deck of number cards with numbers 1 to 20. Answer: 1 to 20. 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. Probability of the event 5/20 or 1/4. 5. Getting a blue-coated chocolate from a pack containing 5 orange, 5 yellow, and 4 blue-coated chocolates. Answer: 5 plus 5 plus 4 equals 14. 4. Probability of the event 4/14 or 2/7. B. Lotto 642. Find the theoretical probability of the following events. Always reduce your answers in lowest term. The first national lottery game in the Philippines is Lotto 642. In this lottery, the player will choose a 6-number combination from numbers 1 to 42. During the first draw, find the probability of. This is for 4 points each. 1. Getting a number 22. Possible outcomes 1 to 42. 22. Probability of the event 1/42. 2. Getting an even number from 5 to 20. Answer: 1 to 42. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Probability of the event 8/42 or 4/21. 3. Getting a number that is divisible by 5. Answer: 1 to 42. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Probability of the event 8/42 or 4/21. 4. Getting a number that is higher than 30. Answer: 1 to 42. 31 to 42. Probability of the event 12/42 or 2/7. 5. Getting a number that is odd and higher than 20. Answer: 1 to 42. Favorable outcomes 21 to 41. Probability of the event 11/42. Subtopic number 2. Describe the chance of an event to occur using the level of certainty in the probability line. Day 3 to 4. We will divide the class into 4 equal groups. You will be given a problem sheet and all you have to do is to solve for the probability of each event to occur. Here are the problem sheets 1 to 3, and 4 to 5. Now, from our given problem set, we have the following answers. 1. Getting a number less than 7 in rolling a fair die. Answer, 6 over 6 or 1. 2. Drawing a consonant from a deck of alphabet cards. Answer, 21 over 26. 3. Getting a tail in tossing a fair coin. Answer, 1/2. 4. Drawing a number less than 5 in a deck of number card with numbers 1 to 20. Answer, 4 over 20 or 1/5. 5. Getting ahead in rolling a fair die. Answer, 0 over 6 or 0. As we noticed from our activity, the probability of any event to occur is from 0 to 1. We can use the probability of an event to describe the likelihood of an event to occur. The chance of an event to occur is described using the level of certainty, which can be seen in the probability line. Here's the probability line. As shown in the probability line, if the probability of an event to occur is 0, then the event is said to be impossible. From our activity, we notice that the probability of getting a tail from rolling a die is 0 because the outcomes of rolling a die are numbers 1 to 6 and do not include a tail. Therefore, the event is impossible to occur. On the other hand, if an event has a probability that is less than 1/2 but greater than 0, then the event is said to have an unlikely chance to occur. In our activity, we calculated that there is a 1/5 chance that a number less than 5 will be drawn from a number card with numbers 1 to 20. Since 1/5 is less than 1/2, we can say that there is an unlikely chance that they will be drawn. An event with a probability of 1/2 is said to have a fair chance or an equally likely chance to occur. In tossing a coin, there are only two possible outcomes, which are either for the coin to land in head or tail. Hence, these two possible outcomes have an equally likely chance to occur. If an event has a probability that is greater than 1/2 but less than 1, then the event has a likely chance to occur. In the activity, we calculated that the probability of a consonant to be drawn from a deck of alphabet cards is 21 over 25. Since 21 over 25 is greater than 1/2, then we can say that there is a likely chance that a consonant will be drawn. Finally, if the probability of an event is 1, then the event is certain to occur. From our activity, the probability of getting a number less than 7 in rolling a fair die is 1 because the possible outcomes of rolling a die are numbers 1 to 6, which are lesser than 7. Hence, it is certain to get a number less than 7 in rolling a fair die. Now, let us determine the chance of the following events to occur using the level of certainty. 1. The local weather forecast announced that there is a 3/5 chance that it will rain the next day. What is the chance of this event to occur? Answer: the probability of raining the next day is 3/5 since 3/5 is greater than 1/2. Then we can say that there is a likely chance that it will rain the next day. 2. According to the official poverty statistics in the Philippines, 3 out of every 50 Filipino families have incomes that are not sufficient to meet their basic food needs. What is the chance of meeting a family that does not meet their basic food needs in meeting 50 random families? Answer: The probability of Filipino families having an income that is not sufficient to meet their basic food needs is 3 out of every 50 or 3 over 50. Since 3 over 50 is less than 1/2, then we can say that there is an unlikely chance for the event to occur. 3. What is the chance of drawing a vowel from a deck of number cards with numbers 1 to 20? Answer. Since the probability is not given, let us first calculate the theoretical probability of the event to occur. First, let us list and count all the possible outcomes, since it is a number card that contains all counting numbers from 1 to 20. Then all the possible outcomes are 1 to 20. From this list, we can say that there are only 20 possible outcomes. Next, let us identify the number of favorable outcomes. We can notice that there is no possible outcome that indicates a vowel since we are dealing with a number card. Therefore, the number of favorable outcomes is 0. Since we now know the total number of possible outcomes and the number of favorable outcomes, we can now substitute these values to our formula. Using the formula, probability of an event, 0 over 20 is equal to 0. Therefore, theoretically, the probability of drawing a vowel from a deck of number cards is 0. Since the probability of this event is 0, then we can say that the chance of drawing a vowel from a deck of number cards is impossible. Activity number 2, determining the chance of an event using the level of certainty. A. Calculate the theoretical probability of the following event to occur and determine its chance to happen based on the level of certainty. 4 points each item. 1. In rolling a fair dice, what is the chance of getting a number less than 4? Answers. Chance of the event to occur? Equally likely. 2. In drawing from a deck of an alphabet card, what is the chance of getting the first 8 letters of the alphabet? Answers. Chance of the event to occur? Unlikely. 3. In rolling a fair die, what is the chance of getting a number greater than 2? Answers. Chance of the event to occur? Likely. 4. What is the chance of getting a number less than 20 in a deck of number cards with numbers 1 to 20? Answers. Chance of the event to occur? Likely. 5. What is the chance of drawing a 0 in a deck of number cards with numbers 1 to 20? Answers. Chance of the event to occur? Impossible. Activity number 2, determining the chance of an event using the level of certainty. B. Spinning spinner. A spinner on the right will be spun. Find the theoretical probability of the following events and determine their chance to occur using the level of certainty. 1 point each. 1. Spinning blue. Answer. 3 over 10. Unlikely. 2. Spinning green. Answer. 2 over 10 or 1/5. Unlikely. 3. Spinning blue or red. Answer. 6 over 10 or 3/5. Likely. 4. Spinning violet. Answer, 0/10. Impossible. 5. Spinning any color other than orange. Answer, 8/10 or 4/5. Likely. Day 4. Learners' takeaways. From the discussion for this week, choose a word or phrase from the box and share it with the class what you learned about those words or phrases. Experiment, events, probability, outcomes, favorable outcomes, theoretical probability. C. What are the different levels of certainty in the probability line? Draw the probability line and label each part. Here's the answer. Probability line: impossible, unlikely, equally likely, likely, and certain. Reflection on learning. A. In this lesson, we were able to learn about the theoretical probability. What is the importance to you as a student of learning about the topic? What were the instances in your life when you were able to use the concept we had discussed this week? Answer, learning probability helps me know the chance of things happening. It's useful in games, making predictions, and everyday decisions. Formative assessments, activity number 3. Fill in the blanks. Complete the following statements using the words inside the word box. Here are the choices: probability, likely, impossible, theoretical probability, unlikely, event, certain, experiment, fair chance, favorable outcome. 1. Probability is the measure of how likely or unlikely an event is to occur from an experiment. 2. An event is said to be impossible when its probability to occur is 0. 3. Theoretical probability tells us what is expected or likely to happen in an experiment even without conducting it. 4. A or an event is a set of one or more outcomes in an experiment. 5. An event with a probability of 1/2 is said to have a fair chance to occur. 6. An experiment is any activity that involves chance and in which the result is observed. 7. An event has a or an likely chance to occur if it has a probability that is greater than 1/2 but less than 1. 8. In conducting an experiment, we often have a desired result. This desired result is called favorable outcome. 9. If the probability of an event is 1, then it is said to be certain to occur. 10. An event has a or an unlikely to occur if its probability is greater than 0 but less than 1/2. B. Calculate the theoretical probability of the following events to occur and determine its chance based on the level of certainty shown on the probability line. 4 points per item. 1. In rolling a fair dice, what is the chance of getting a number that is greater than 0 but less than 10? Answers. Probability of the event, 6/6 equals 1. Chance of the event to occur, certain. 2. Mario wants to know the probability of drawing a letter on his name from a deck of alphabet cards. What is the chance of this to occur? Answers. Probability of the event, 5 over 26. Chance of the event to occur, unlikely. 3. What is the chance of getting an even number from a deck of alphabet cards? Answers: probability of the event, 0 over 26, 0. Chance of the event to occur, impossible. 4. What is the chance of drawing a number that is a multiple of 2 in a deck of number cards with numbers 1 to 20? Answers: probability of the event, 10 over 10 or 1/2. Chances of the event to occur, equally likely. 5. Mr. De La Torre bought iced candies for his students. He bought 15 Buko Pandan flavor, 4 chocolate flavor, 3 mango flavor, and 3 ube flavor. What is the probability of the first student to get a Buko Pandan flavor? Answers: probability of the event, 14 over 24 or 7 over 12. Chance of the event to occur, likely. Maraming salamat sa panonood. Huwag kalimutang i-like at mag-subscribe para sa higit pang educational content. I-click ang bell icon para ma-update ka sa ating mga bagong video. Salamat!